Hold on, let me just set up here. Oh shit, we're live. Fuck. Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley. We're here with the great Myka Fox. Hello, Myka.
Yo, Keith, how is it going?
It's going good. I kind of embarrassed that got caught on camera. Tim McLaughlin is also with us. Hello, Tim.
Yo, what it do? What it do?
You are no longer allowed to burn the American flag. Donald Trump has passed a law.
Wait, wasn't it always illegal? Am I?
No, it was legal. It's a legal form of like it's basically covered under freedom of speech according to the Supreme Court.
President Trump has signed an executive order on Monday, today, or yesterday, that directs the Justice Department to investigate incidents of flag burning, an activity that he claims incites violence and riots. Wow, it does make people seem unhappy
Well, there you
with
go.
the country, yeah.
Incites riots. I feel like I'd riot if I couldn't burn a flag.
You need a little pressure valve. In
Damn.
1989, there's a Supreme Court ruling in Texas versus Johnson, the entire state of Texas, which declared flag burning a protected form of speech under the First Amendment. Justin William Brennan addressed Trump's argument 36 years ago when he wrote for the majority, the government cannot assume that every expression of a provocative idea will incite a riot, but must look to the actual circumstances surrounding the expression. Oh, you're kidding me. Hours after Trump signed the order, a man who identified himself as a 20-year combat veteran was arrested for setting a U.S. flag ablaze in front of the White House. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe look like why people would want to burn it. I remember he says Trump signs the executive order and warns that if you desecrate the flag, you'll get a year in jail.
A
I think,
year?
A year in jail.
Unbelievable.
yeah, meanwhile, why don't we look into all the factories in China that make those flags and see how many accidentally burn up?
Right.
Oh yeah, good point, Micah.
Thank you. I'm like I feel like burning something from China is a patriotic move. Also, a 20-year combat veteran should be able to do whatever he wants. Am I
Right.
wrong?
You're
Like,
not, you're not giving him health care. You're not giving him a place to stay. Maybe he can burn a flag
burn
or
a
give him.
flag,
Yeah.
yell fire in a movie theater.
Right.
Suggest that
Yeah.
the prez.
No, what the hell? You can't suggest that. You really cannot suggest that.
Do you ever see though? You guys see this on social media. It could be a total stranger, and they go, "Man, when that happens, there's going to be parties in the streets." And it's like, I know exactly what the fuck you're saying.
Yeah.
We all know what you're saying. I remember Richard Pryor had an anthology, and I don't know if he put it together or somebody else, but it was legit. The money went to him. And on the cover was an old picture of the American flag with him in front of it on a stool picking his nose. And I remember seeing this as a kid, being like, "Oh, I don't know why that unnerves me." And then as I got older, I'm like, "Good for you." Because yeah, why am I acting like this flag is such a ha 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 and maybe good art disturbs? But I was like, okay, I feel like it's saying something, and I kind of dig it.
Now it's illegal to wipe your boogies on the flag.
It's case by case, and it's about your intent.
If
Yeah.
a xenomorph wiped their boogers on the flag, it would probably burn the flag because their mucus and blood are made of acid. So that would probably be illegal, Micah.
Good contribution, Tim.
Just
How do
trying
you-
to help.
Let's get right into the relationship stuff. I'm glad this worked out already. Do you guys do love each other?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What kind of podcast is this?
In a sense.
I listen to Great Hang, and I love it, and my girlfriend loves it too. We congratulations on your monetization, and it's very fun to see.
We make $4 an episode.
It adds up. It adds up in this economy.
We can split most of a coffee.
That's
do you
right.
do you guys, when you snipe each other on the show, does that carry over after an episode?
Not really, not normally.
I would say we're nicer to each other on the show.
Well, then what?
Micah was beating me physically last night.
I mean, in fairness, most of the time he's like, "You couldn't possibly hurt me. Hit me. You couldn't hurt me." And then I hit him once after he'd been like
Three times. You hit me 3 times in a row. And also, I told you I was sore as hell from lugging my damn backpack all around with all my tools in it around the city yesterday.
I had to see for myself.
I've been I've been watching, for whatever reason, he wasn't really on my radar. I just knew that I liked him. Jim Jeffries, the comic.
Oh yeah.
Tim, I don't know why, reminds me of him. I
A
don't know
lot
if
of people say we look alike.
I see the look alike. and I see, I don't know, it's like he's saying edgy shit, but it's charming.
And they
Sure.
both hate women, and I feel like
Right.
that's what comes out.
And you wonder
what
what's real
the
and what's not, and
hell?
you give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
He gets a little more of a pass though because he's Australian. I get less of a pass because I'm from the middle of the country where people think I'm filled with hate.
I feel like Indiana is the Australia of Myka, though.
How so, Micah? Expound upon that.
It's just a bunch of drunk white criminals without
Wrong
much of a
again.
culture
Wrong again, Bozo.
who like to barbecue.
You're thinking of Kentucky. Indiana's a great upstanding place for cool people that love each other and are not family.
Wow, that sounds gay.
No, it isn't. It's cool.
Do you guys ever like snipe or talk like this in bed? Would you make love and be like, yeah, I'm real good at that position, you fucking idiot?
No.
Okay. Okay. You
No.
get into it. Okay, good.
Was that a written down question?
No,
That's
just
funny
came
to
to
me.
me. I'm just checking, you know.
Uh-oh. Mike is having headphone problems.
I knocked it out of my headphone. I discorded.
Oh, shit. Discord.gg/Micah's headphones.
That's right.
Like if she's at home and she drops something accidentally, do you go, good job, idiot, you just dropped that? Like we could have moved on without that anybody knowing about the headphones.
Like verbatim.
Right? I can picture it.
Yeah.
All right. I was so it also almost neither here nor there. In this Jim Jeffries special, he happens to say about being at a party. It was Mariah Carey party, if you've seen the show. But he says they made him take his shoes off first, and says, by the way, if you're one of these people that make people take their shoes off, you probably lost a lot of friends, you fucking Nazis. And it was just a 2-line throwaway thing. But it made me remember being at somebody's house and they said take off the shoes, and I started and I agreed with them. I find it weird. And then I asked the audience, and 60% like the take your shoes off rule. What's the rule in the Fox household?
We don't take our shoes off, but like a couple months ago, I hired a cleaner to come in, and then there was like no shoes for like a good week. I wanted that, I wanted the effect to last, but
okay,
yeah. I wear my house shoes around, which I don't have with me right now, but I wear my slippers normally in the house. But if I do TaskRabbit, I always take my shoes off when I go into a stranger's house, no matter what.
Okay.
He wants them to see his feet.
I want them to look at it. I go, this is free.
He's trying to get a tip.
You get a peek of these. You get a peek of these fucking bricks for free.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a meat square?
Yeah.
I think what I like doing is somebody will ask, do I take my shoes off in your house? And I go, do whatever you want. And it really throws people into a tizzy.
Because that sounds like if you leave your shoes on, you're disrespecting, but feel free to disrespect.
Yeah. The do whatever you want doesn't seem inviting in any way when you have people over, Keith. This might be, how many people are you having over?
I would have parties, not to brag.
He would have parties if he had some friends.
If people weren't fucking assholes in their shoes. Now, keep your shoes on. That's fine. But let's say you wanted to get comfortable. I'd rather wear my shoes in somebody's house. But let's say you want to get comfortable and take off your shoes. You may do that. You're a grown adult, and I really don't mind, and you have to trust me. This is one less thing to worry about in your life, my place. And by the way, look around. You don't see shoes that, Myka, please, I'm talking. You look around, and you see my place is filled with games and shit. We have fun here. Take off your shoes or don't.
It looks like it's got a couple of formerly burnt American flags in a.
Hey! That was before the law.
I feel like instead of do whatever you want, a more inviting way to say that would be make yourself at home.
Yeah, that's a good point, Micah. Good job being a nice host.
And then they can say, oh, shoes on, shoes off. It doesn't matter because Keith's a nice guy.
Yeah. I'm going to go. They're like, shoes on, shoes off. I go, I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
And then I let them figure it out.
So do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want. All of a sudden, Tim's making a sandwich from my fridge.
That'd be nice. Be nice to have every once in a damn while.
Do you guys listen to the same music? Does somebody's music offend the other person?
I don't know about offend. Tim likes to listen to Dave Blunt's a lot.
Oh yeah, Dave Blunt's is good. He's beefing with 50 Cent right now. His new song is absolutely, truly insane. It's all about how P. Diddy pissed on 50 Cent's wife or whatever.
Oh,
It's incredible. It's incredible stuff.
wow. There's more beefs I don't know about.
But yeah, I love Dave Blunt's. He's a 600-pound rapper from Iowa.
Okay.
And I'm okay with it, but I think all of his songs sound identical, and I find that boring and sort of like the AI version of art. So I'm not excited about it.
Here's a
Just
band. Here's a band Myka likes where all their songs sound pretty the same. The Violent Femmes.
That's not true at all. And they only have like one real album. So of course it's going to start getting monotonous.
The best of album.
Yeah, the best of all of these songs sound the same.
Oh, I disagree, but okay. You're entitled.
My girlfriend was saying something about Taylor Swift, by the way, just got engaged. Probably big news in that household there.
She did?
Wow,
Oh, yeah.
Taylor Swift, congratulations!
Yeah.
Shout out to Taylor Swift. Shout out Travis Kelce. Congratulations from the Great Hang Podcast.
You heard it here first.
We're huge Kelsey Brothers fans in the Great Hang
we
House.
love the damn Kelce brothers.
Oh
you-
no.
Tim's finding a background of
This
oh,
is my
that's the
boy.
rapper.
This is my boy Dave Blunt.
Okay. Did you guys see when Taylor Swift went on the Kelsey Brothers show for real? Did you watch a little bit of it?
Absolutely
They're so
not.
sweet. They're so sweet.
Them as a couple.
Yeah.
Keith, I waste my time in a real calculated way,
hmm
and I can't be wasting it watching any of that bullshit.
My girlfriend she pretends she's not a Swiftie, but then I saw she hit like on an Instagram Taylor Swift post. I'm like, I think that counts right there. Never mind, all the ins and outs and puzzles and nuances of why the new album is this certain color.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if you're following a celebrity online, you're their fan, and
You're
that's the
that
end of it.
E. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was saying but Taylor has new music and mentioned Sabrina Carpenter and said, what's it like, Keith, that none of your people make new music anymore? And and how offensive. Yes, pour some sugar on me and the other one. But I put Siri to the challenge. I said, hey, Siri, play music I like. And, I was kind of nervous. But boom, it was Kendrick.
There you go.
Yeah.
Also, you could start getting into Dave Blunt. He puts out
oh my God.
after
Oh, no.
track.
Siri just heard me in real life and is playing Guns N' Roses' Welcome to the Jungle. Siri, stop. You're embarrassing me. Oh, my God. Hold on.
That's so funny. Keith has been like co-opted by AI.
Ugh.
I never thought I'd live
yeah.
to see the day that you would. I thought you were against the robots, Keith, and now here you are being owned by them.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Well, you got to use them to survive. You got to play music to fuck, and you got to use computers to make a living. But no,
You don't need any of that shit. What?
No,
Yeah.
You think humans didn't fuck before music?
not well.
Yeah.
You think your parents really gave it to each other good?
Yeah.
No.
What are they doing back in the
No.
20s? They're like,
Tim's parents are 120.
yeah, they wish. Speaking of, shout out to my grandma. It was her birthday the other day. I forgot, and I called her this morning.
You don't got to kiss her ass. She doesn't have a podcast.
She's 93 years old. She ain't going to be around much longer. Maybe 10 more years.
When's the last time you saw her?
Oh, last year at some point.
Okay. She's still with it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She's got it. She just did an old, insane woman. But cognitively, she's all there, kind of.
Okay.
I mean, as much as a McLaughlin can be.
Yeah. I mean, she remembered everything she did on her birthday Sunday, which is pretty impressive.
Do you notice anything that it's so far removed, but this is in my genes. This is in your genes.
Well, she drinks a lot of Canadian Club on the rocks.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't really, and I drink a lot of strawberry White Claws, so that could be very similar.
It skips a generation.
Yeah.
Did you speaking of music, you guys see the great Snoop Dogg is in trouble.
I heard about this. I didn't look into it because I didn't care. The man's 60.
You're acting like he's your grandma's age. He understands what an escalator is. He understands what the gay rates are.
Okay.
I would think, but maybe not. So he was on a podcast.
Oh, he's 53.
53. But you tell me if this is an excuse. It's Giving podcast. It's called It's Giving. And he was watching Lightyear, the sequel to Toy Story to Buzz's Lightyear, just called Lightyear. Lightyear. This is Snoop on the podcast.
It's what you see. They putting it everywhere.
Yeah.
I took my grandson to see what was the movie with Buzz Light?
Toy Story?
Not that one, but
the new Buzz.
The new Buzz from 3 years ago.
They got the new
Podcast
Buzz
was just made.
Lightyear. I think it's called Lightyear.
Kiki Palmer's in that movie.
Okay.
He plays like the daughter. So we watching it, and the lady, which is Kiki's mama, they move on into the space years. They move down the line. They're like, man, she had a baby.
Space years.
Space years. So in the movie, Buzz Lightyear wants to keep trying to fix a problem that's almost impossible to fix, and he's wasting his life fixing that. And then you see the people that moved on with their lives. And this woman grew up. They show she has a kid, a family. She's happy. But she's a lesbian. And for 2 seconds, you see these cartoons kiss and holding a baby. And this is blowing Snoop Dogg's fucking mind.
Whoa.
Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie, like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh, shit. I didn't come in for this shit. I just came to watch the goddamn movie.
Yeah.
Hey, man, watch the movie. They just said she had a baby. They both women's. How did she have a baby? Shh. The movie ain't over with. So it's like, fuck me. I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of shit that I don't have an answer for.
He's scared to go to the movies.
He's got Snoop scared. This guy is scared. He's got to bring his bodyguard to stand by the damn screen
to explain things to children.
Yeah. Isn't this man like the father of gangster rap? And now he's fucking scared of a cartoon?
Here's the other thing.
Like, how do I explain this to my kids? It's like, meanwhile, like our parents had to be like, well, when they talk about bitches and hoes,
right. Yeah.
I don't know what they meant by that.
My dad had to sit me down and he goes, now, do you know about bitch? My dad, he goes, Tim, now I got something to tell you. Now, this is about women. I go, women? He goes, now, bitches ain't shit. But hoes and tricks, and I need you to know that, he said to me.
Let me explain what I mean by that.
And I said, what if these hoes and tricks are married together and have a child? I said to my father.
And he goes, what?
Yeah, his dad's like go.
And then he drank 12 beers and went to bed. He could also just tell his grandson that it's a cartoon, and you can do whatever you want in a cartoon. And there you go. Now you're out of the question and answer phase.
You didn't have to. You didn't have to explain going to Mars in this movie. You had to explain. How's there two chicks and one's holding a baby?
Well, they didn't show. So they only show the chicks kiss and hold the baby. They didn't show the extensive periods of them getting their eggs tested, going and finding a donor for sperm, right. Looking through the catalog after catalog of men that they could choose from.
Now I got to explain science to Baby Boo.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he has to explain to his nephew how he can't be alive without smoking 50 blunts a day? He's like, you should live naturally. Excuse me while I obliterate my brain the second upon waking.
My head's a smoke machine. You don't have to explain that. That's a great point. Oh my God. Does he have to explain to his kids when he does an award show for children and he comes out with two women and a dog collar on them and he's holding the leashes? Does he explain like how that works, how people could be dogs?
That's a great point.
I mean, that's easy. I'd go, listen, young man, this is called money. And I have a lot of it. And when you have a lot of money, you can make these people do whatever you want if you give them a little bit of it.
But how about two women? Whoa.
But shit that I don't have an answer for.
What'd you tell him?
Watch the movie. Eat this popcorn.
Shh. We'll talk in the car.
He said, we don't know. We don't know.
It threw me for a loop. I'm like, what part of the movie was this? These are kids that we have to. show that at this age, like
That part.
they're going to ask questions.
Yeah.
They are going to ask. I don't have the answer.
Yeah.
Why don't
And
why
I
don't
don't
you have
even-
the answer? You
Yeah.
have
Why
the
wouldn't you?
answer.
What do you think
yeah,
happened?
Two women love each other. A woman loved a man shot inside of her, and then she decided she didn't love that man anymore. Now she loves this woman, and then they have a kid.
Yeah, or this woman got assaulted in an alleyway, and then she lived in Texas, and so unfortunately,
Right.
all she had to do was just keep the baby. But she did find someone to love her.
I don't have the answer.
Yeah.
You have the
And
answer.
I don't even know.
You have that answer. That's the dumbest part of this is you do have it.
This was in movie theaters 3 years ago. I still don't have the answer.
I will tell you this though, and I really don't care about any of this. Like I was talking to someone earlier, like a month and a half, 2 months ago, and they were like, "What? Well, I mean, the Silver Surfer is a woman,"
Right.
and I go, "It's a cosmic being from fucking space. Who
Fantastic
gives
Four.
a fucking shit?" But they did put too many lesbians in movies for a minute. For a minute, there was like one or two lesbians per movie, and it's like you only, unless you're a lesbian, in real life you only know maybe one lesbian person. There's so few of them that you're gonna flood the movies with them. Anyways, that's my
Anyway,
take.
so why does my
Here's
Cheerios commercial need to be multiracial?
And I'll be doing blackface and talking about this with Snoop later.
I feel like for the Cheerios, as long as it's the multi-grain, you can
I
do
see.
multiracial
Yes,
because that all ties back to product.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
we can have
Yeah.
that.
And
I
I
like
don't
that.
even know the answer that's rehearsed. What am I supposed to say?
Oh, even the host doesn't know.
What was the lady used to be a did I got questions. Now
I like this
First
host.
of all, she's
I
being
like-
so stupid that
No.
she can't even tell what the fuck she's saying. She's like, "So did he used to be a man?" Well, that wouldn't make sense with her. Anyways,
She's being a good improv partner.
yeah.
She's saying yes, and I'm ignorant also.
Yeah.
And I'm going with what Snoop's saying to be a good host so I don't belittle my guest. I like it. I think she's doing a good job.
Oh, it's so embarrassing. Nobody knows how to say, "Oh yeah, they're lesbians." Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I certainly don't get it either. Heck if I know. Meanwhile, let's get back to the show where we give people advice and tell people how to live their life. But this, we can't fucking wrap our heads around it.
Meanwhile, he and
Used to
Martha
be a-
Stewart are busy making candy with weed in it.
Right.
So how are you going to explain to your kids, "Oh, not this candy.
Right.
This candy's actually just for adults, even though it's fucking candy."
I don't get it though. Isn't candy candy? I'm like,
What was the lady used to be a did I got questions. Now I
Me
got
too.
questions.
And I was just there
Well, they explain it in the book.
to go
Oh,
to sleep
okay.
and watch the movie. That nigga woke me up. I'm in there. Huh? They just said that she had a baby. How? They both women's. Oh man, damn. Here, eat this popcorn.
Eat the popcorn. Shut the fuck up. I shoved the popcorn in the fucking kids' ears.
Yeah.
Disney's making me do that.
Now he was asleep during the movie. You know his ass was all he was not asleep. He's acting like he's too cool for Lightyear. He was watching
Right.
that shit.
It was good. It was good. I'm starting to think Snoop Dogg's a sellout. There, I said it. That's what I'm starting to think. When he was homophobic, saying homophobic lyrics, then Obama legalizes gay marriage. He realizes people are cool with it. He's pro-gay. Now Trump is in charge, and he plays Mar-a-Lago literally, and he doesn't understand the gay people or their rights. I don't think he has conviction.
He doesn't have, I mean, yeah, like conviction doesn't make him a sellout. I think he hears a good argument and he's like, okay,
Right.
you know,
Acquitted.
The president.
No, Snoop. He was
Okay.
acquitted of murder. You said he
right,
didn't
right.
have any convictions.
oh, Tim's playing 4D chess.
He's
For
just a
dog
smart-
chess.
I use this analogy, but I've worked as a waiter at many restaurants, not to brag. And whenever the boss was an asshole, the employees, my fellow employees, were assholes. And when the boss was cool, everybody was cool, everybody was friendly, we're all making money, nobody's ripping off the joint. But when the boss was bad, I drop a glass, accidentally break it, only another waiter sees it, but that waiter turns me in and I literally have to pay retail, not even wholesale, for that glass. I was like, what are you doing? We're on the same side trying to get by. And it's because the guy in charge, blah, blah, blah. So I think now you got Trump in charge and you got somebody like Snoop Dogg going, you know what? We could be Nazis. I don't understand what two women is. I'm that dude all of a sudden because I can't think for myself.
Yeah, his brain might be a little fogged up.
Right.
You think it's fogged, Myka?
I mean, listen, I don't think smoking that much weed all day every day. I don't want to sound like a fucking narc.
Right.
It can't be good for your brain.
Right.
Narc alert, narc alert.
I just feel like ever since I quit smoking weed, I've really noticed how everyone who does smoke weed is a fucking dumb loser.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed that?
I haven't really realized that, but you also have been like ultra narky about people smoking weed in like the building and around us and shit, you know?
Yeah, I'm super aware of it because it well, we're in a basement and people like smoke a bunch of weed and it fills the basement. It goes all the way up the stairs and it like reeks and it drives me fucking nuts because I'm like just trying to breathe, you know?
Yeah, we're just trying to breathe natural air, man.
More music news. Lil Nas X, you know Lil Nas X? Old Town Road, 18 versions of that one song.
I've heard of them.
He was charged with 4 felonies, including assaulting cops just the other night. He's walking down the street, 4 a.m, cowboy boots and the tight underwear, the briefs, and singing, what was he singing? Nicki Minaj, the Monster lyrics from
He loves
Kanye's album.
Nicki Minaj. He started as a Nicki Minaj stan.
Well, he's still into it because he's
They're
talking
called
crazy.
barbs, Tim.
Oh, he started as a Nicki Minaj barb.
And he was being pulled over by cops, and they started fighting with the cops. So he's in jail all weekend. He literally just got out before this show and said his statement on his Instagram was, "Don't worry, your sister's okay," meaning him. And it was a tough 4 days, but your sister's going to be okay. So sounds like he's going to be okay, but we don't know what kind of time he had. Obviously, drugs. Speaking of which.
So he was high on what we can only assume was PCP.
Something hard.
And he got into it with the police. He wasn't on God's drug. Like me.
For police, cops, police. And he's just like, bat, 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 bat.
Damn, my God.
I will say this. If you're going to get arrested, you got to do it high. That is the fucking move.
You guys ever be busted by cops smoking or anything on the street?
Yeah, I was arrested for smoking weed, and it was the funniest thing that happened to me for the first 3 hours.
Did they lock you up or anything, or what happened?
They put me in they cuffed me and brought me in. The whole time I'm in the car, I'm like, hey, can we stop at Jaffa for pancakes first? And one of the cops is like, yeah, can we? You know what I mean?
Right.
And then they come in, and it was just me and this other small girl, and we walk into the cops in the precinct, see us being pulled in, and the other cops just start doing the slow clap. They're like, good job. You got some real hardened criminals here.
Do you ask
I'll
them
let you
to
know
let
this one right here was eating a baby when we found her.
He was first seen walking down Ventura Boulevard in white Western boots and a pair of tidy whites, but was later completely nude when he was taken into custody.
Nice. My buddy was a lawyer, still is. And when he was starting, he had to be one of those free attorneys that you get, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So he'd have to sit in court. And he said one day he was sitting in court and the judge goes, sir, how do you plead? And the defendant was like, not guilty. And the judge goes, okay, 1 count of walking down the street nude, jacking off, screaming, it's on now, it's on now. And my buddy goes, he just hung his head in the most guilty way I've ever seen a man.
I'm sure the judge said jacking off.
Yeah, we have it on tape. Well, if you have it on tape, guilty.
Another guy, he said another guy had to they had to get an expert, like a doctoral like expert, to say that this guy wasn't beating off at the urinal because he was overweight and had a micro penis, and it could take up to 5 minutes for him to find his penis.
I love that that's entered on the record.
Yeah.
Take a recess.
It was also fuck. Oh, I was gonna say that was also a subplot to Perry Mason.
Nas, not the one, the good one, has been charged with 3 separate counts of battery with injury on a peace officer. Yeah, okay. Referring to 3 alleged assaults on separate police officers. He was also hit with a felony charge of resisting an executive officer. Well, I think that could be covered in the punches, you know?
Oh, there was a CEO involved as well?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yep, in jail over the weekend. 4 scary days, he says. And they have him on tape because just a regular civilian was videotaping him on the phone. When he took off his clothes, the guy took his boots, Lil Nas X's boots, and is selling them on eBay right now for $10,000.
Damn.
That's a good deal. Let's chip in and get him.
Right?
I don't think he's gonna get that. I think he'll probably get around 4.
What if it's all like just a sell an upcoming album? Who knows what people do? He probably wouldn't stay in jail all weekend for that, right?
No. Or assault police. I think he shouldn't have gotten all fucked up and gotten naked out in public.
You'd be a good judge. Give those little drops of wisdom at the end. And by the way, I don't think you should have been naked walking on the street.
That's right.
I'll get out of here.
Yeah. I sentence you to life.
What would you be like? Do you think Tim would make a good judge? Think he'd be fair, or would he be good, like power hungry?
Tim would be like, I don't know. I could see myself doing that, actually.
Here's what I have a real problem believing the cops most of the time.
Right.
So if I was a judge, I'd be like, this cop was lying to me for perjury, so send him to jail, and you are free to go. The guy's still got blood all over his hands and arms, and I'm like, just send him home. Send him home. The cops lied.
Do you guys see the Netflix new show out, The Truth About Jussie Smollett, with a question mark on it?
We watched it last evening.
And did it confuse you, Tim? Like you don't know what side is up, right?
I didn't know what up or down. I didn't know left to right. I didn't know green or blue.
What do you think, Myka?
Tim found out he was colorblind during that documentary.
At the end, right?
Yeah. I go, the brothers are black?
Right. Even in the beginning, you were confused.
Yeah.
What are they saying? So, of course, in Chicago, January 2019, it's understood that Jussie Smollett faked his own hate crime. And they have, he's on camera. Well, he's not on camera with what he says happened. But he says that 2 guys... Oh, no, he was on camera, right? He was on camera that 2 guys had him on the ground. He said that was a fight that happened. The 2 guys left. He was out in the middle of the night getting a Subway sandwich, comes back home with the Subway sandwich, and he happens to be wearing a white sweater. Neither of these 2 things seem to be ruined.
It's also interesting how late Subway stays open a lot of times.
Right.
It's not a restaurant you'd think would stay open that late.
Yeah, I'm not really drunk and wanting a piece of wet meat.
Well, Myka, you're a fucking fool because there's nothing better than a Subway BLT when you're all hammed up.
The cops come over to this Jussie's hotel room and says, "Hey, there's a complaint, I understand." And Jussie has on this noose that he said the guys also put on him after they yelled, "Hey, F word, N word, this is MAGA country." The whole thing did seem kind of weird. Like you wouldn't just hold that noose on you until cops came, I would think.
Yeah, that was very strange.
It's also strange that it happened in Chicago.
You're saying it's not?
Because Chicago is a more liberal city. It's not really the place where people it's not known for its lynchings, it's not the South.
Oh, also supposedly, Jussie's saying they call him F word, N word, but they also go, "Hey, Empire, how's it going, Empire?" Like, really? Hey, great actor.
Fans.
I gotta tell you, hey, Emmy nominated F word.
He set it up with that threatening letter, right? supposedly from a KKK member. So like theoretically, they were threatening specifically because he was on Empire displaying his N-word and F-wordness, you know? But the thing that doesn't make sense is he had just flown back into town. So it's like, were they very aware of his like travel plans and that he's going to be out that particular night, late at night in a polar vortex? It doesn't track.
Yeah, and I've been in that Chicago polar vortex. No one's outside. Like you're not hanging out outside to punch someone. It's going to hurt too bad on your hands to hit someone when it's that cold.
And by the way, this letter, it was, cut up pieces from the newspaper. It says, we're going to kill you. And then it's a drawing of a guy understood to be him and a gun, a lazily gun pointing at him, F-word, N-word, pointed at the drawing of the guy. And I picture like someone's like, and they drew a penis on here. And Jussie's like, nope, that's a gun. Trust me, I can just tell. That's supposed to be a gun. I'm like, really? Okay, you're so sure. All right. So then you find out that the two guys that happen to be black, he said that it was white, of course, and that they also worked on Empire and worked with him, and that Jussie paid them $3,500 to do this bullshit. And then they go, okay, we found this check. Oh, you know what happened? So the two guys, that's the drawing. Tim has it on YouTube. So they show Jussie, these two guys walking, and goes, are these the two guys? You can't really see their face, but is that the two white guys? You just see their backs? And Jussie goes, yes, it's the two of them. And then the two black guys are like, well, what the fuck? You asked us to do this, and this what? So then they go, what was with the deal with the $3,500 check? And Jussie goes, well, I'm embarrassed to say this, but I paid him. I'm on steroids sometimes, and anabolic steroids to look bigger, and they know about steroids, so that's why I gave them the money. So even rat him out on that.
Oh yeah, but you gotta break it down for fake peds,
Right. You got to give something. It was like when Kevin Spacey was had all these accusations of rape were coming out. He's like, guys, I'll tell you, something is going on. I'm indeed a homosexual. Like, oh, okay, you asshole.
Apex is gay.
It's more like gay packs, right, Tim?
I know that's right, sister.
So we watched it, and I guess like the crux is like were the people in the video white or black, and no one can tell.
Well, here's the thing also. So first of all, Jussie's lawyer I thought was interesting because she's like, we work with many profile cases like Mike Tyson, Chris Brown, Andrew Tate. I'm like, okay, guilty.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
we do it all.
We've worked for with abusers to traffickers.
Right. So they end up finding something there's two witnesses. One is a security guard that worked close to there and says, I did see a guy in a ski mask. And you know what? There was white around his eyes. It was two white guys. And then somebody that lives in the penthouse that Jussie was staying at said she was walking dogs, saw a white guy by himself standing there oddly. And she goes, looking back out of his pocket, I could see like 2 inches of rope.
Yeah, but that was at 12:30 at night.
And you saw 2 inches of rope looking back.
Didn't she say she was walking her dogs at like 12:30 at night? Didn't he get jumped at like 2:40 in the morning or something?
But he was contemplating for 2 hours.
In the cold. In the negative 16-degree weather where the wind blows and it feels like negative 40.
But these two people did go to the cops at first and tell them what they saw, and the cops pushed the narrative that they were black, that the assailants were black, and didn't look into it. That's the part that it's like it wasn't like after they found Ola and Bola, like they were like, oh, now we need to find some witnesses that saw white guys. It was like those people came forward before Ola and Bola were discovered.
Bola.
And their testimony was ignored. And that's the part where it's like, what did happen? I'm a little suspicious.
Yeah.
I think,
With all the other things that seem factual, though, I almost don't even give a fuck about these two people. And then this is what Myka's alluding to. So then they see like in that area too, there was a white guy dressed suspiciously, being like around the scene or something. And then it's almost like the dress. Is it black and white? Is it golden? Whatever the fuck. And they show all these different people this video and goes, what color is this guy? And it's like, and he looked white to me. And what color is this guy? And everybody had a different fucking answer, including the security guard that knew that the guy was white. I think we're looking at a white person. And he goes, black. That guy looks like a black guy. And I'm like, what? Is everybody's eyes broken?
It was cool that we got to watch.
That's one of the two fucking people that is supposed to make you wonder what the deal is, and he's being honest. He sees something that he said he didn't. So I don't. So what? I'm asking, like, so what?
I just think it's cool that they let the security guard do his laundry while they were filming.
Yeah, I want to look into him. Why couldn't they find his house or apartment?
I thought that was so disrespectful, by the way. Right. I was like, that is crazy disrespectful. Everyone else is in their like freaking mansion or in some like beautiful apartment. And he's just like, and I never made it out of that hotel security guard job. Here I am washing sheets.
Right.
And then they like theatrically like went to the spinner. They're like, oh, this is where we mix the whites and the colors. You know?
I took it like this story's being whitewashed or, a lot of dirty business.
Yeah, it was such ham-fisted thematicism.
That's crazy. I thought the guy's clothes were dirty.
Oh, because he's got blood on his hands?
Yes. Oh, I didn't. Yeah.
I feel like the first half of the movie where they're just telling you what you already know about the Jussie Smollett case, that all made sense to me. And then the other half, I'm like, I think I'm missing something. It always felt like I thought I was missing something. And, and they're like, and you can't really trust Chicago cops. In fact, the chief who you were liking the whole time got busted drinking in his parked car for a long time, and he denied that he was drunk. And then it was proven it was. So you can't trust cops. I'm like, what kind of, who gives a fuck? What's that have to do with anything? They're liars now?
85% of videos I've seen of people getting pulled over for being drunk never admit to being drunk.
Right.
You can't admit it.
Well, some of them will be like, oh, yeah, I am.
But what's crazy too is like now there's like these fucking Smollett truthers trying to clear his name, and in like
Smoluthers
in a quick couple of weeks they get like intel that his own lawyer and legal team couldn't get. Like the team that like defended like these high profile cases couldn't get this footage, and then some fucking random like jackwad from New Zealand is like, I found it. She's like, they don't want you to see this, but I got my hands on it. I'm like,
if anybody's seen the show Empire, how does Jussie cry compared to how he cries in this documentary? That's how you compare the two. Are they exactly the same?
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. We don't watch urban entertainment here in the Fox household.
Timothy, we watch The Cosby Show.
That's true. We do watch The Cosby Show. But they made it out, and we like that.
Yeah. What happened to them?
They never... Tim's insinuating that because they're black... that
they were millionaires.
He's a doctor.
He's a doctor. She's a lawyer. They made it out.
I don't take the cake-eating degenerates to the hood anymore after the last time with Rudy and...
But you know what I think is clear? Like, after watching the whole thing, like, whether or not he's guilty, Jussie is a piece of shit.
I don't even trust that's his real name. It's a weird fucking name.
That's a great point.
Jussie. And then Smollett, how many L's, how many T's? I think the producer wrote The Truth About Jussie Smollett and then put a question mark for the editors to look it up, and then someone just typed it all out and wrote, spelling, question mark?
I'll tell you this, he's 43. He looks pretty good.
For getting beat up?
Yeah. Well, they've got a theme going with his siblings here. Do you know his siblings' names?
I know. The sister has a quirky name. She's famous.
Jesse, Gent, Jeggery.
Careful. Jummy, Jake, Jazz, Chakwi, and Jojo.
Oh, I was close.
Yeah.
That's a lot of J's.
That's a lot of J's. And his parents? Joel, Janet.
Okay, normal ones, and then they ran out of words, and so
Yeah.
they had to get goofy. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
problem. So Jussie,
Not
they
one
said,
Jim.
you know what? We're gonna let it go. All this bullshit. Give us $10,000 to the city, your bail, and that'll be it. And then he doubles down because people don't trust him now, and he goes, "No, I didn't fucking do it." And they go, "Okay, well now we do have to do shit about it. We're gonna give you 30 months probation, meaning you can't fake a hate crime again for 1 month. You have to pay $120,106 to the city. Okay. $25,000 fine and 150 days in jail." And then and by the way, if you remember this, as he's getting taken away, he yells, "I am not suicidal," implying that it's so rigged against me, they might try to fucking kill me.
Well, it's like him and Epstein are the most innocent people who ever lived,
Right.
you know, and so he didn't want to go that way.
I
Did
also
Epstein-
I misread his sister's name. It's Journey, not Jimmy.
That's it. Journey, right? So he you know, and you know who else is doing that now? George Santos, the lying New York City guy that's going to go away for stealing
He said,
credit
"I'm
cards.
not suicidal."
He goes, "I'm not suicidal, guys. Just letting you know." Okay, no one's going to kill you.
That was my favorite episode so far of the Matan Evans show was when he had George Santos on, and he asked him. He goes, "You're going to jail any day now. How does that make you feel? And do you stay up at night?" He goes, "What do you mean? I'm not. Why would you think I was going to jail?" And he's like, "Well, you were convicted of felonies." And he's like, "No, I'm not going to jail." And then 2 days after the episode came out, he went to jail for like 7 years.
Well, he's a character. So he gets 150 days in jail. 6 days later, he is let out because people found
150
these
seemed
other people.
that seemed excessive to me.
Is it? I say death penalty, and I'm not exaggerating.
See,
Death penalty for faking a hate crime.
I think death penalty for the guy that goes up and sniffs women's asses in public. I think he should get death penalty.
We got room. In fact,
think-
we have nothing but room with the death penalty.
I don't think you should get the death penalty for clout chasing. Also, who was the guy I saw last night? The cops arrest creep who tried to kiss a woman's feet while pleasuring himself on the subway. I should get the death penalty too. These guys aren't bringing anything to the table. Jussie he's a singer, he's an actor. He can still bring something in some kind of way to society.
Will he ever? I mean, he might as well keep denying it because if he admitted it, he's never getting work. Now maybe somebody will take pity and give him work, right? Like he can never admit it.
No, he can't. He can't. I mean, he would be, if he admitted it, it would be like fucking iconic. Like,
Right.
I feel like we're finally in an era of like, let's just fucking speak our truth, queens. But I mean, my favorite part was like at the end, he's like, you know, whether you're looking at my flaws, you just think of me as a brilliant actor.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, no one's
What?
thinking about what?
Whether you see greatness or flaws.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, whether you think, you know, I'm not for you, or I'm one of the most underrated geniuses in theater today. You know, the truth is still what's important. It's like,
Right.
no one's talking about that.
I told Myka if that was me, I'd have to say, in case you saw flaws or more flaws.
What do you think? I'm Laurence Olivier on the screen, or do you think I flubbed a line or two and only came back better? It's up to, I want you to know I did not do this. That's important. Whether you look at me as a philanthropist and you know somebody that encourages people to do better, or just another great Hollywood actor, just know I was not faking a hate crime. That's important.
I mean, what, like, just, it was so douchey. I'm like, jail for that. Jail for that speech.
Yeah.
Like, can we jail people for lack of humility? Like,
That's the kind of freedom of speech we don't need around here.
that's right.
That's the death penalty. And then how do you, I don't know, do you think, like when people are like really confused, like I really don't know what happened, do they think it's so that they don't have to, I don't know, deal with real problems in life and just play dumb? Like, I really don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if OJ is looking for the real killer. Oh, now you don't have to know anything about anything because the world's so fucking crazy. Meanwhile, if you're honest, you know OJ did it and you know when your kids are doing something wrong. You don't play dumb then.
No, OJ didn't do it. His son did, and he was covering up. Don't you
Yeah.
know anything, kid?
Yeah, his son did it.
I didn't hear that one. Okay.
We're an OJ son did it house.
I didn't hear that one. Okay, fantastic.
He's mentally unstable, and he already had tried to kill his sister before.
Oh,
Right, Myka?
Yeah.
what movie's
yeah.
this? Did it have a question mark in the title?
Yeah, Naked Gun 33 and a half, 33 and a third.
Let me mention this. The podcast that you guys do together, in case you don't know, it's called Great Hang. And we're big fans over here. I'll tell you that much.
Thank you.
And of course, if you've heard, you can go to keithandthegirl.com/Myka Fox, keithandthegirl.com/Tim McLaughlin. Tim McLaughlin, of course, a CATG Best Guest winner. Everybody knows
That's right.
And Myka Fox is inadvertently in the book 101 Podcasts That Changed How We Listen. Check this out, if I may. Look at this bad boy. I'm going to talk to the author on Friday. 101 Podcasts That Changed the Way We Listen. And I skipped to the Keith and the Girl section. And they have next to people's logos just some little facts. And the author for each show picked a show to listen to. Sean's pick, the author, show number 2000 from June 23rd, 2014. So if you have VIP, you can hear that show number 2000. Myka Fox was part of that show.
Wow.
You're a part of this, and we thank you very much.
Thank
Yet
you.
again, being published, Myka Fox.
Yeah.
I've been scantily published in multiple books at this point.
All right.
I mean, one of these days I'm going to fill a whole page.
That'll be so cool.
I'm looking at the show notes from that show. Again, show number 2000. Myka on the Moon is a show note. Myka Fox, who wants to marry Andy Kaufman, is the next guest on the show. Do we still have immense love for Andy Kaufman? And Tim, are you happy that he's dead?
Myka, you answer first, and then I'll decide.
It's like I don't remember that at all. How
Okay.
fun is that? I remember being a huge fan, but like after watching so many documentaries, he didn't seem like a great partner.
No, he
let's
doesn't seem so
say.
stable.
No, you know what I
kidding me.
mean? Like God, what a little star fucker I am. And for like the weirdest stars, really disturbing stuff, making me really question all of my romantic choices.
Maybe you didn't want to pick a celebrity that everybody was picking. It's like, even if I picked out for my, celebrity love, Jason Momoa, there's still a line of people, but nobody's after Andy Kaufman. I'll take that one.
The line after Andy Kaufman has got to be some real fucking uggos.
And now to answer my question.
Yes, please, Tim.
Would you believe that I am glad that he's dead? Glad that he's dead. Anyways, I've decided to be on today.
We did the Newlywed Game with Courtney McGinnis and Casey James Salengo.
How'd they do? How did they do?
We asked you guys, but you couldn't get your shit together, so we had to go with them. And one of the questions was, who is your celebrity, whatever the fuck? And it was asked to the guys about the women. And Casey couldn't say fast enough, Method Man. And then she comes on, and they have to match, of course, and goes, who is your celebrity crush? And she's like, it's fucking Method Man. And then
That's
and they
so
asked,
funny.
right, and I had to do that with my girlfriend, but I'm like, I don't fucking know. And I made up somebody, and she's like, yeah, we never really talked about it. And Casey was like, oh no, when a celebrity comes on TV, your wife doesn't bring up if she'd fuck him or not. You guys are pretty healthy. Have you guys ever talked about a celebrity crush?
I know
think Tim
Myka.
could guess. Yeah, I think Tim could guess.
Who's
Jeremy
hers for real?
Strong.
Jeremy Strong?
You got it. Yeah.
What was he in?
Myka loves Jerry. He's Kendall Roy in Succession. Myka loves.
Oh, okay.
We saw the play that he was in. What was that shit called, Myka?
Enemy of the People.
Enemy of the
State.
People.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a good play.
God, I'm just a little star fucker. What are you gonna do?
Myka, who's mine?
Yeah.
Oh, Sydney Sweeney, of course.
Oh, yeah?
That's right. Politically.
Politically.
No, I don't know who Tim's would be. Me, I guess.
That's true. Politically.
Do you have one, Tim? Like that isn't the latest flavor of the month?
No, not really. I don't really
Okay.
care about any of that bullshit.
Good for you. How mature. How mature.
Thank you.
Did you not allow her to go backstage at Enemy of the People?
No, I didn't realize that they stand out and you can shake their hands and shit after plays. Because Michael Imperioli was in it too. So I
Right.
would have loved to get a freaking gander at Michael Imperioli, but no, we didn't.
Mm. That's probably best. He'd be slapping her hand away.
Oh yeah.
I don't talk to celebrities when I see them in the wild. I'm like, we don't need to be doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Ever since I learned more about Andy Kaufman, I'm like, forget it.
You know, it used to be Alexandra Daddario for me, but she's kind of aged out of it now. I'm looking for.
No.
I don't know. I guess that's an underage joke, I assume.
Yes.
The podcast Great
Good
Hang,
assumptions.
of course, was ripped off by comedian Amy Poehler having a podcast called Good Hang.
Yeah. She knew she couldn't live up to the title of great.
She does, though, like have to. Do you think she's too big and too famous that she didn't Google? You would think she would have Googled, hey, is Good Hang taken?
I mean, I Googled ours, and Derek Humphrey had done 4 episodes of a show called Great Hang, and I asked him if he was going to continue to do it, and he said no. So we took the name from Derek Humphrey. So maybe Amy Poehler saw that Derek Humphrey was doing it and goes, well, I can take anything from this guy. Look at him. And took his pod.
Is
good point.
Is this strange? Amy Poehler recently had on Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah.
No, that's not strange because they did work together at Parks and Rec, but go on.
Oh, then does it get stranger that the show is called Good Hang and they're talking about her husband killing himself and it was suicide by hanging?
I think that's the least weird thing about the show.
I see.
Now it makes sense. What if that's what she talks about on every episode?
Only for hangings.
She's like, it's Anthony Bourdain's girlfriend, and
she's like, thank God I wasn't doing the podcast during the Jussie story. I'd look silly. Anyway, when I say, of course, suicide, I mean hanging happened upon him.
Yeah, they bring on David Carradine's wife.
Mm-hmm. The list goes on. Robin Williams, probably.
Robin Williams, and then they watch that scene from World's Greatest Dad where the kid hangs himself beating off. Of course,
they just start doing the movies. They run out of people, and they just do fictional stories now.
That's the best Bobcat Goldthwait movie, I'll tell you that.
Which one?
World's Greatest Dad.
Okay.
You're a movie guy, Keith. Have you seen it?
I don't know if I did. Windy City Heat is my jam.
Oh, I forgot that was here's the thing. I know he's the director, but that's a Don Barris movie to me.
Okay.
Because Don Barris had created that whole universe before the movie even started.
Gotcha. I get you.
But I listen to every single episode of their podcast. I still follow Perry to this day. I'm a giant Windy City Heat guy.
Is the main guy, Perry, is he so stupid that they could do a sequel and he would fall for it again?
I think so. I mean, he's not really stupid as much as he is cognitively disabled.
He's cognitively disabled, right?
Yeah.
Did stupid happen upon him?
I think it was one of those things where he had an accident and he got like how Sam Kinison had an accident and it made him have like no fear. This took away some of this man's power to think critically.
You think he was so close to curing cancer, and then, goddamn, there's a motorcycle accident.
And Tony Barbary, who plays Walter, he plays like 9 different characters in the universe of talking shit or like just tricking Perry. He is one of the most underrated comedic actors of our time.
And they're best friends.
Him and Don Barris. Yeah. And yes, Walter Molinsky is best friends with Perry. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What else should the audience know, Myka and or Tim?
Oh, I feel like they need just a few more facts about the Windy City Heat crew. I feel like that was a riveting last 3 minutes. And Tim, I mean, if you could just tell us a little more.
Do you guys do that at parties for real? Tim will tell a story. Maybe it doesn't light up the room. And do you go, great, honey. You fucking made me look stupid too. Anyways, my turn.
Yeah. I mean, we even do it to other people at parties. We were at a party Saturday night and Zach Swan was giving us all this fucking back information about God knows what. The story was a simple story, but he's like, yeah, when I was 8, I went to blah, blah, blah school and it was on da-da-da street and we'd go at 8:40 in the morning. And I go, well, it all seems to check out so far. It gets a good big laugh because it's like unnecessary information no one needs.
What is so my girlfriend was over here and in a card, I made up this menu that she can pick from different foods I'm going to make, saying just pointing out how romantic I am. What's the last romantic thing? And your birthday was recently, Myka. What's the most romantic thing that Tim has done for you?
Oh, yeah, I can tell you. I contacted
Tim, you've answered the last two questions that were directed at me. Are you even aware you do that? I think the most romantic thing Tim does for me is answer for me so I don't have to talk on a podcast I've been invited on.
Right. I messaged Tim Dillon and said, you should invite Myka to the Hamptons for her birthday.
And then you took credit?
Yep.
No, we were there. Tim had nothing to do with it, of course. And nor did I tell Tim Dillon it was my birthday. I didn't want it to be weird.
I was listening to your show, and I don't think Tim was joking when he's asking you, like, what restaurant do you want to go to? Or, what do you want? Tell me what you want. And do you understand, Tim? The beauty is you're supposed to know me, and you surprise me in a way that says you know me. Happy birthday to me. In fact, you all but said, how about you write what you want in the card and I'll rewrite it?
Yeah, I mean, that would be nice. I would fucking love that. So, Myka,
like, also, can you loan me $4 for a card?
Right. And then you said, did that really happen? And then
get a card.
And then you said, actually, your birthday happens to land on when we do the podcast. So we're going to do the podcast instead and take suggestions from the audience. I think you're being completely serious. Next thing I know, you really are recording on the birthday after all.
Yeah.
How was that day, Myka?
Oh, I cried and cried.
Well, of course not. You lost feelings a long time ago. But were you waiting for a surprise? Like he's gonna blow my mind in the audience halfway through the show.
No.
No way. Okay.
Myka, what's the last romantic thing I've done though?
Oh, Tim, don't ask that.
I just want to know because I don't think it's anything.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I don't know.
I took care of you recently.
You did? Can you just say that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got my wisdom teeth out in this winter.
Okay, right.
And Tim
it's August, right?
Brought me popsicles and Gatorade and stuff.
Yeah, listen. Here's the thing.
It was early spring.
Mike is very well taken care of. She does most of it for herself, but what people don't realize is when someone does a lot of romantic things all the time,
it gets lost in the mix.
No, it's because they're covering up because they're bad all the other times. So when you're good all the time, is there anything even more romantic than that?
Right, nothing
than
to
just
prove.
Being constantly nice and loving to your girlfriend that you love. I mean, in what world is that not the most romantic thing a man could do?
Tim, you sound like Brendan Dassey.
Tim loves Myka? Question mark? That's the doc I'm going to say. All right. Well, you guys seem to make it work somehow. If you're happy, you say, I'm happy.
We sit around a big barrel and burn women that come to our home.
I don't know half the things you guys are talking about. But I'll tell you what.
Brendan Dassey's from Making a Murderer. He was the cognitively disabled boy.
Okay.
And I'm the puppet master, tricking him into helping me dispose of these victims.
Yeah.
Do you get into those murder shows like regularly?
Oh, yeah. We just watched the yogurt shop one.
What happened there?
Oh, a bunch of young ladies were killed and possibly R-worded by a guy or several. And they put some guys in jail that they had no real evidence for about 6 years, and then they let them out.
When I listen to Great Hank, sometimes I don't know the words you guys are saying. When you say like
what, like
R-word or whatever.
Yes, no.
Like I got to think about it. Well, half the times when you're doing the news, Tim. But the point is, sometimes, how real is it, Myka, when he starts doing the news and he can't read? He's almost illiterate, right? And you sound upset. 1 to 10, how upset are you?
However upset I sound is the exact amount of upset.
Real. Okay.
It's of course. I think we should get rid of the segment. I'm not kidding about it. The only joy people get out of it is how upset I am. And honestly, I understand that I should just stop being upset and that maybe it'll go away, but it won't, because Tim
He can tell.
He knows, and he's a stubborn man, and he likes it. He likes to do the reading. Like, I think he likes to practice on air.
I like practicing. I like that it bothers Myka. I like that people find it funny that Myka's bothered.
I like not knowing when the story's done, and it's just and
sometimes we don't even get through the whole story because Myka's being such a fucking asshole about it.
You're welcome. I do that for the listeners.
Well, the podcast is called Great Hang.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're monetized now. Very exciting.
That's right.
And do you ever tell a story and feel like you're blowing it? Like YouTube's not going to like this story at all.
Yeah, I feel like Myka is going to keep us from getting monetized in the first 3 minutes of every episode. Like a couple episodes ago, she kept talking about how a guy was getting R'd in his B, and I was like, Myka, you can't be doing that in the first 8 minutes.
I'm just so used to nobody hearing it.
But for some reason, and I didn't censor any of it, and for some reason, YouTube was like, this is cool for kids, I think.
Great Hang is the podcast. It's fantastic. Your stand-up, I love both of yours. Anything else that we need the audience to know about you personally?
When does this come out?
Now.
Check me out at the Arlington Draft House with friend of the show, Tom Takar. If you're in the DC area, of course, and the National Guard will allow you to leave your home to come and be entertained.
Is it weird, Myka, that it seems as a listener to the show, he really doesn't know to warn you when people are coming over the house? Like he's like, I'm doing a podcast today with Tom, and he's coming over, and you're like, you didn't fucking tell me someone's coming over. How real is that? That's very real, right?
Yeah, it's real. But part of it is that I don't listen to Tim when he talks.
Yeah,
I see. Okay.
Yeah, it's real. And then I go, I did tell you. I told you 2 days ago.
Yeah, okay. that can happen.
He's like, I told you. I believe it. You probably did.
But also, he doesn't ask ahead of time, because like someone like Jeff Sheen, who is not allowed in my home, still enters my home.
What did he do, by the way? Because I did miss the story but I keep hearing you say that.
He put on my clothes while I wasn't there. He also brought uncooked potatoes to Thanksgiving.
He said he liked the way that it fit his shape.
What?
Your clothes.
Oh.
Is he putting on underwear? What did he put on?
Shirts.
All of it around his nose. And then he took big bites out of him with those big old teeth of his.
What?
I'm talking about your clothes, Mike. I'm making fun of Jeff.
It doesn't make any fucking sense what you're saying, and Keith is totally lost. And now everyone at home is fucking pissed as hell.
Good. Be pissed off, motherfuckers. Come find me at the Arlington Draft House this weekend.
Throw bottles at me.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Two bottle minimum to throw at me, bitch.
And Myka?
Follow me on social media, please, at MYKAFOX, and please subscribe to me and Tim's podcast, Great Hang, on YouTube. We love it on YouTube because that we get 4 cents for every fucking view. I mean, that's so much money more than we've been making. And contractually, I have to keep an OnlyFans open for that set I did for them like a year ago. So follow me there at _Fox_hole spelled with a 0.
To make
the
it
hole
bigger.
Fuck
yes.
Yeah. How have you been tempted? Because you obviously, even though it's clear it's only a comedy on your OnlyFans, you're going to get messages of sex, of course. How tempted have you gotten? What's the closest you've ever gotten? Like you put up a beach picture? You ever think about showing nips?
Oh, I put up beach photos that I would straight up put on Instagram, and some of those have made me thousands of dollars. Men are really stupid people.
Dude, there's also some pussy pics on there.
Oh, that actually is true. So I put pictures behind a paywall, and some of them are, totally innocent, and some of them are a little racier. And I like to say, have some fun playing hide and, what is it? A scavenger hunt.
Anybody ever get upset? Like I spent $20, bitch.
Only one. Apparently, you can ask for a refund. I didn't know this. Okay. Only one person has ever tried it. I've made thousands of dollars.
Okay.
Yeah, when I trick people, they get tricked fair and square.
All right. Look at this. That's funny. What makes is when OnlyFans has a stand-up show? There's nothing necessarily sexual about it, right? It's just a regular thing. Their TV channel.
It's nothing sexual about it at all. Like they have uglies do it. Like,
Yeah, they get some real fucking dogs on there.
So yeah, it's like a regular stand-up show, and they film it and put it up there.
They started with all the hot comedians, and now it's getting uglier and uglier if you look at their lineups.
Which reminds me, what's your handle, Tim? It's Hot Comic 69.
Yeah, at hot_comic69 on Instagram. It's Hot Comic 69 on Venmo as well, which is awkward when you are doing handyman work for 20-year-old women in the city.
Email me at Hot Comic.
Yeah. They said, wait, what? I said, my Venmo's Hot Comic 69. And they were like, I think we just let a predator into our home.
Right. Are we supposed to fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's it. Like I said, the podcast is a great hang. Check it out. And thank you guys so much for your time.
Hey, Keith, thanks for having us on, bud.
Thanks, pal.
We love you.